Welcome to Thursday, the third day of February 2022. Welcome to the Day Weather Podcast, brought to you by Chugwater Chili, the gourmet spice of Western life. Check out Chugwater Chili Red Pepper Jelly. It's a great way to spice up your appetizers, glaze your meats, add to some cream cheese and crackers, and you've got yourself a tasty treat. Go to chugwaterchili.com, use ChugwaterDon at checkout for 20% off. Well, it is frosty out there this morning. Another morning of Arctic air, areas of fog with snow cover. In some areas, it really got a very easy situation to go below zero last night. Now, the Arctic air did not get very far west of the divide, as the cold air this winter is really dominating east of the divide. But it will be cold for another day, especially in the snow-covered areas. It's going to be another very cold night tonight. However, rebounding temperatures start on Friday. As the Arctic air begins to retreat, we're going to have an air mass change. We'll go from an Arctic air mass to one that's more dominated by the Pacific. So that'll make it warmer, but anytime you change an air mass, when you go from one air mass to a different one, you're going to have some wind. So there will be some windy areas developing on Friday and into Saturday. Now we're going to get back into clipper systems again. If you've been closely watching the weather, and if you closely watch the weather over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a repeating pattern. And this will happen where patterns during the course of the season will come back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go back into these clipper systems again, Alberta clippers, where one's going to come in Saturday. It's going to produce a little bit of weather. Another clipper system likely is going to arrive around Tuesday, and then maybe another one towards next weekend. That's very similar to what happened just a couple of weeks ago. Then we are going to see things go back to the Arctic again. Now, no big storms over the next week. These clipper systems will be minor events. However, we have another Arctic surge. Basically, the pattern repeats. Another Arctic surge similar to this one, maybe somewhat stronger, is going to arrive sometime around or the weekend of February 12th. So essentially, we had Groundhog Day yesterday, like Groundhog Day the movie. We're going to see the weather over the next couple of weeks just go back through a cycle that'll look very familiar. Got a great picture of a sundog, thanks to Carl in Laramie. Got this shot yesterday morning of a classic sundog where you get this rainbow-like effect on either side of the sun. And you'll get this especially when you have ice crystals in the air on a very frigid morning like we've had here over the last couple of mornings in the Laramie Valley. And I'm sure many other folks, if you were out this morning, you're going to see a similar situation depending on where you are. Taking a look at current warnings and advisories for winter weather across the United States, you can see from Maine to Texas, we have winter storm warnings there in the pink, winter weather advisories in the purplish colors. The dark purple are ice storm warnings, and you can see those lighter blue temperatures over the northern and central plains. Those are wind chill advisories this morning. So a pretty harsh winter day ahead for a lot of the United States. And there's the radar. When we took this shot early this morning, anywhere you see blue is moderate to heavy snow. The pink, that large pink area, is freezing rain. That is a long and very wide swath of freezing rain, then rain on the south side of it. So it kind of looks like Neapolitan ice cream here when you put all these stripes all together. As the Arctic air pushes south and runs into that moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, you've got yourself a lot of headaches. And here's today's weather map. We've got the low in southeast Colorado drawing that warm air up over the Arctic boundary, but we've got high pressure coming in behind it, and that's what's going to come in for Friday. But these are temperatures today relative to averages, so you can see the Arctic boundary is going right up against the Appalachians with the coldest of cold relative to averages heading towards the Gulf Coast. As we look at the weekend, here's the next clipper. Now, it doesn't look like much, but this system is coming right out of Alberta again, and this frontal system will come through Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and into the western Dakotas as we get into the day Saturday. And this is the end result. Now, this is nothing to write home about, but this is a map that looks extremely similar to what we just showed you a couple of weeks ago. As we see these clippers come southeast, you're going to get a little bit of snow in the mountains. You're going to get some snow showers on the plains, and it's going to be a little bit colder. I think we're going to see more weather with this clipper this weekend than a lot of the weather forecast you may be seeing or hearing. So expect that to maybe change. So the weekend maybe is going to be a little bit more unsettled than it looked with this clipper coming on through. Here's the next clipper. looks similar, doesn't it? Right out of Alberta again. This is for Tuesday. So we've got this Clipper coming through Saturday. We have a break in the weather Sunday and Monday. Clipper moves in Tuesday and Wednesday with similar results. High pressure still here along the west coast. Will continue to keep California and this part of the country dry here for a bit longer. As we go forward, looking out longer, so this is Tuesday. Now this is by Friday. Friday, the high pressure begins to surge and grows. More of a northwest flow aloft comes in. So the door to Canada starts to open by next Saturday. And this is setting the stage for the next Arctic outbreak. This is by Wednesday the 16th. The cold air deepens, gets pushed further west, and there's a trough in the western United States. And this is what temperatures look like by the 16th of February. So as we get into next weekend, then St. Patrick's Week, St. Patrick's Day, that time frame, here comes the purple again, and here comes another plunge of Arctic air into the central and western United States. By Saturday the 19th, the Arctic air is pushing all the way into the southeastern United States again, and almost the entire North American continent has a pretty good wave of colder weather. So this mid-February wave, I think, is going to probably be the most intense Arctic outbreak of the season. So while the Arctic outbreak that's affecting the nation now will ease, it is not the last one of the winter season. Have yourself a good Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.